Hello, welcome to ASTRA'S Garden, a short little visual novel developed by Nom Nom Nami, available on itch.io. It is a prequel to Starry Flowers, where you make medicine for your customers. I guess a little warning is that it does contain some heavy topics such as chronic illness and death. But let's begin. Enter. Long ago, in a magical town filled with witches, there was one particular witch. I don't. It's hard to say that name because it seems very difficult to pronounce to me anyway. Astragalus. Astragalus. There's one particular witch, Astragalus, who opened an apothecary. Astragalus' magic was good for raising plants, and she had always studied medicine, so this seemed like a natural thing for her to do. She had no particular interest in running a shop, nor did she have a personality suited to it. But she wanted to distribute her medicine, and this was the most direct way for her to do so. I like the little animation. Interesting. I don't know, interesting UI. Anyway. Astragalus. So, actually, I gave her, I always give voices to characters. Often the voices are not very good, but I remember giving her like a voice in Starry Flowers. It was kind of like a little, kind of nasally, I guess. I don't know. I always give what I consider characters to be nerdy. I always give them nasally voices. I don't know. It's a stereotype. But it was kind of like, that should be the last of the troublesome paperwork, which means I can finally get back to my plants. I think that's what I could be in a different voice. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a long time. I miss the smell of fresh soil. Now what seeds do I have laying around? Alright. So actually it was not just strictly a visual novel, by the way. There is some interactive elements, which is pretty cool. Let's see. So tap the pot and choose which seed to grow. So, tapping, did you play this on mobile? I'm not playing this on mobile. I'm playing this on the personal computer. Seeds. Okay. Growing takes time. Remember to water again once your seed has sprouted. Alright. Do I click on it? Once it's grown, Astragalus will turn it into medicine and sell it to her customers. Take it. Tea Camellia. Beautifully grown, if I do say so myself. Astra's apothecary, Astragalus speaking. Ma. I don't know what they would sound like, but good morning, Astra. Oh, hey, Ma. How are things? Is your apothecary busting with new customers? Nah, it's been pretty quiet this morning. You didn't forget to open again, did you? No wonder I finally had some time to myself. I'll open soon. You need an assistant to handle these things for you. I'm fine on my own. Having someone else here all the time would be too suffocating. Yes, I know. My daughter is such a loner. She had to move hundreds of miles away from her family. This again. We miss you. When are you coming home to visit? I gotta open the shop, Ma. Your uncle will be here for the holidays. Make some time and call me back so we can arrange your schedule. Bye, Ma. Alright, store is open. There goes my quiet time. True. Same, it's like, I do like my quiet time. I still got some seeds left though. Maybe I'll... With this setup, I can multitask. Let's get growing. Alrighty. Oop. Choose seed. Choose this. It costs money though. Capitalism 101. You gotta spend money to make money. What's that character? I remember there was like a character from like a free online game. I think it was a Dungeon Fighter Online or something like that. And there's all this character, that had like a voice line that repeated like ad nauseum, and he always said like, "You gotta spend money to make money," or something like that. Also, I have no more money. Tap customers, earn dough. Oh yeah, I gotta click on them, I guess? I didn't click on them. Here's this character. I've got tea for days. Just need to try to dry them out and... Okay. Cassava. Good morning. Yeah. What the hell, Cass? New character profile. What's wrong, little sister? You look like you've seen a ghost. What are you doing suddenly showing up out of nowhere? Get lost. So mean. And here I was thinking it was so lovely to see how much you've grown. Anyway, getting down to business, I've brought you more money for the apothecary, but I deliver it personally this time. I guess the money under the table, you know, that can't be tracked by the government. No. Why? Why else to check in on my beloved sister? Well then, I can see that you're very cranky today, so I'll be taking my leave. May the sun find its way through your terrible gloom clouds. Good day. Really didn't expect to see his face again. Sure, it's thanks to him that I could afford to move here and open this place, but... Nope, not gonna think about it. I'm writing this off as a bad dream. I've got medicine to make. Gotta make medicine. Got tap customer, I have no money. Tap! I tap you, that's easy. You know, it's so easy to make money, you simply tap on them, and therefore, you just get cash. Easy. It disappeared though. Check this. Story? Previous stories. Okay, interesting. What's this? Oh, you can choose background music. How about this one? It's like a cookie clicker, you know, sort of. I click on you. Oh, isn't that... We know that person. At least, well, if you've seen my other playthrough on Starry Flowers. I think so anyway. This helpless-looking girl has been browsing my shelves for the past 20 minutes. And don't sit down in the middle of the aisle, you're in the way! I better say something. Periwinkle. Can I help you? Yes, I've been having trouble sleeping as of late. Sleep aids are to your left. I appreciate it. Looks very tired. Oops, maybe they're not a girl. Whatever, who cares? Just hurry up and leave so I can get back to my plans. How can you tell? I mean, I guess with the voice? I guess me just voicing everything doesn't make it obvious, but... I don't know. My, which one should I try? There's just so many. Read the bottles and pick your favorite. That's so tedious. Periwinkle, by the way. Could I get your name as well? I don't see a name tag. Astragalus. Astragalus, or Astragalus? Fitting for someone who runs an apothecary. Sure. So, I need your help, Astragalus. You see, I'm just feeling so exhausted. I can't possibly decide which of these little bottles to buy my own. You have to give me some kind of strategy to narrow it down. Okay. There's capsules, powders, and gummies. Pick one within your price range. Any of them will work. Which one's the cheapest while still being fairly effective? You could try some tea, middle shelf to your right. I've already tried simple home remedies like that. I suppose I'll go with gummies then. Oh, but this powder is half the price. If they all work the same, why is there such a vast difference between them? This fucking kid. You can't swear, not even in your own head. That's a thought crime, though. You want my advice? Buy the most expensive one. That's what's best for me anyway. You're so hilarious. Alright, I've decided I'll try the powder. Cheapskate. Thank you so much, Astragalus. Here's hoping those knock me right out. Yep, have a nice day. Farewell. I guess Periwinkle just stays up, you know, I assume partying all day. So that's why. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Well, he said that they had trouble sleeping, not so much they stay up all... Well, I don't know. Anyway. How exhausting. We could do without the more talkative customers. Finally could water my plants in peace. New seed. Drowsy Campanula. It's very expensive, though. Yeah, for customers, make more dough. Can I just print the money? Can I just put it in the printer? Click on you. I think... Was that... I don't know. I think some of the characters that you click on probably is from Nami's previous games, possibly. I create that one now. And let's change the music. Blossoming Magic. Also, it said character profiles, by the way. Is there... Next story, T. Camellia times 15. Okay, there's like a goal, actually. I have to actually follow the goal, like, advance the story, technically. So, you know, the goal is not just to make money. You know, it's not to make money. It's not simply to follow the whims of capitalism, but also to get, you know, a certain amount of medicine, I guess. Profiles. Oh, here you go. Here's the profiles, by the way. ASTRA'S, 30. She and her. Apothecary owner grows medicinal plants. Asava ages a secret. Him, he, flamboyant, witch, Astra's older brother. And Periwinkle, 22. Him, exhausted looking witch, he smells like flowers. Broken arm. Oh, there's you. Click on you. Greetings, little sister. Hope you're in a much better mood today. Let me guess, you're here to personally deliver more money? Correct, here you are. It's gonna be a regular thing now. You don't sound too enthused. Aren't you happy to see me? I don't know how I'm supposed to feel. At least say thank you. This is my life savings I'm handing over. I never asked you to do that. But I'm happy to. Opening this apothecary was your dream, yes? Not particularly. It wasn't? Then why do you spend all that time studying medicine? I never had any aspirations to work anywhere. I just want to make the most of my magic. You know what? Never mind. I'm ignoring you, so go away. Too cruel. In that case, I refuse to leave. You've always been stubborn like that. So, how have things been? Is this job everything you expected? More or less? Any highlights so far? I love slow days, plenty of time to raise my plants. Please tell me you're making friends. I'm not in the business to make friends, just medicine. Such an altruist. You're mean, but you have a good heart. Shut up, Cass. At least I got you smiling again. I'm handing out for today. Be good to your customers, little sister. Ah. Damn it, Cass, don't leave so abruptly. That's why I was mad at you to begin with. Okay. Grab. $1. Only still $1? What a... Gotta get a better deal than that. I simply will not serve that customer anymore now. Let's see, story. I guess, okay, I don't think it matters, because I was thinking like maybe it matters which character you'd advance, but no, it just simply says next story. Look in your face. There we go. That should advance the next story. You! Who are you? Look different. Never seen you before. Someone's having a breakdown in the middle of my damn apothecary. I'm no good at this sort of thing, but I can't just ignore her either. Okay, Vinegar. You know, in this world, you know... I mean, Nami, I don't know... Yeah, they have different universes, it seems. It's never really explicitly, I guess, told, you know, through like any kind of like I don't know how you describe it, but you know, it's like they you know, Nami has different universes. It seems like in this universe, everyone is like a witch. It seems like, at least there's a distinction anyway. There's witches and probably normal humans. I'm not sure. Maybe, or are they all in the same thing? Because I noticed there were like, you know, animal people as well. Well, anyway. I guess no, they all are in the same universe. Yeah. I guess they are all in the same Nom Nom Nami cinematic universe. You know, because they're like animal people. Because, you know, for one of the first games I played was Lonely Wolf Treat. And, you know, it's just all animal people. But there are witches, actually. There are witches mentioned in different games. So it's just a distinction, right? It's like a particular type of species, I guess. Not really species, but, you know, like a category. Anyway, I'm going on a tangent. Vinegar. Vinegar is crying. So sad. Yeah. Hey, are you okay? No, I'm dying. Ah. Well, pull yourself together. Are you really gonna make me mop up your tears later? That's gonna be a hassle. You're so mean. I just told you I'm dying. I'm supposed to know you're serious. I guess you got a point. Come here, kid. What do you need? Something to keep all my skin from falling off. It's not on death, is it? You're gonna become a zombie. Shit. I'm so sorry. I'm fucking dying. My body's gonna rot away and then I'll be dead. And you're still young. You'll live. What's your name? Vinegar. And how old are you, Vinegar? 16. Why? You'll live. Undeath is treatable. You came for some leeches. Or leeches? How you pronounce that actually? I always forget. Leech's Bane? I guess leech. Leech's Bane, right? That sounds right. Well, you better remember the name. That way it keeps your limbs attached 5 years down the line. Will it? They said there's nothing that stops the decay. Even if it's slower, I'll still... Listen, take this. The side effects suck, but if you want to live longer, that's your best bet. It's the least risky treatment that works. Okay. Thanks, sorry. Hang in there, alright? Yeah. A lot of parallels. I feel like this is kind of like a parallel, like a pharmacy. This is basically what this is. Except it's magical, Damn, undeath at 16. A nasty witch virus that feeds on your own magic, rotting your flesh away until you're a walking corpse. It's too cruel, but it looks like they caught it before she started showing any major symptoms. She'd be okay. Undeath is much more manageable these days. All you gotta do is, simply attain the Necronomicon and, create a phylactery, and then you'll be like a weird zombie necromancer. It'll be fun. Don't worry about it. Damn it, this is dredging up unwanted memories. Gotta prep some more medicine. Unwanted memories, you say? What does that mean? Well, let's see. That's expensive. I'll just make more of that. What sucks about, planting seeds, by the way, is that the customers go away. You go to the menu. I need more drowsy campanula, though. Click on your face. Actually, do you spend the plant numbers when you click on customers? Actually, I don't know if you do or not. Seems like you don't. Okay. So I guess it's just it's very abstract. I guess the plants make the medicine, but the medicine you probably make more medicine from each plant than you do simply planting them. I guess if that makes sense. There's a higher yield rate, technically, but the actual numbers aren't really counted towards that. So you can just make infinite medicine. It's fine. Vinegar. I guess we look at the profile. You're 16. A young witch afflicted with the undeath virus. Okay. That's just a thing, I guess. Is she gonna be all I guess it's supposed to be morbid, I guess, but I can just only imagine her as a skeleton. She's gonna be all skin and bones. Let's see. In the world of magic, it's not that bad as long as you're not dead, I guess. Technically. You can be anything. What are the RPG tropes? You can transform. Just use some magic to disguise yourself. It's fine. Look on your face. Hello again. Remember me? You're the cheapskate with the sleep problem, right? Cheapskate? How rude. But maybe a little deserved. The powder I bought last time didn't have much of an effect. Sorry to hear that. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm going about this the wrong way. I can't waste all my spending money buying a new sleep aid every few weeks. Did the powder lose effectiveness over time, or did it never work at all? I'm not quite sure. My exhaustion levels seem to be about the same as before. Alright, let's see if we can get to the bottom of this. Have you been to a doctor? I have, but they weren't able to offer me any immediate answers. I was told it's likely an issue of mental health, rather than anything physiological. Why can't I say that word? Physiological. So I suppose that's good news. Okay, something keeping you up at night? Oh, I have no trouble falling asleep. I just never feel rested, you know. Even though I spend the whole day in bed, I'm still just exhausted the next morning. Except then I have to get up and go to work, and that's his own problem. Crappy job? No, the problem, or rather the people are lovely. I was gonna say the problems are lovely. No, the people are lovely. It's just perhaps not quite as I envisioned when I first started out. Huh. If you didn't have to worry about showing up for work, do you think you'd be able to sleep better? Oh, I couldn't do that. Not when I've only just started getting paid decently. What kind of job has been paying you decently up till now? Oh, I'm a model. Didn't you tell from my good looks? You can't take any modeling into those bags under your eyes. Here, I'll get you a special sleep aid. Discounted this time. You're a lifesaver, Astragalus. Alright, take these. They're powerful, so I can only sell them in small quantities. Come back next time if you want more. Only a week's supply, but this place is such a long walk from where I'm staying. I could take a mail order. That would be a little difficult. I don't have a stable address at the moment. You really don't let on how stressed out you are, do you? I'll see you again next week. You ran away. Well, it's not really my problem. In fact, I make more money if he keeps buying sleep aids. This business is messed up. Well, you know, that's how you make the most money. That's all that matters. Money. Can I click on myself? I can click on myself, by the way. Alright, I should call home. Yes, hello. Hey, Ma, is now a bad time? Not at all, darling. Did you want to discuss your travel dates? Let me fetch my planner. I'm not traveling, Ma. What? Then why did you call? I just want to say hi. I can't close up shop. I have customers that rely on me now. You just use that as an excuse. I know your ways, Astra. It's not an excuse. You said the same thing about medical school. I can't come home, I have tests. Well, I never would have graduated if I came home every time you asked me to. Maybe that would be for the best, eh? At least then your mother would be so lonely. I call you all the time. I'm gonna be all alone with Auntie Amareth over the holidays, all because you and your father never stop working. I thought you said Uncle Mung would be there. He's abandoned me too, that traitor of a brother. I need to get a hold of your cousins. Maybe they can change his mind. Every year it's like herding cats. It didn't used to be. No one likes to come home anymore. I don't understand it. Hey, Ma, about Cass. Never mind, it's nothing. Well, in any case, you better do something about your schedule. If you won't come for me, come to see your cousins. Oh, they'll be there then. I will convince them. You'll see, Astra. Okay, good luck, Ma. It's too hard to talk about Cass. I shouldn't have mentioned him. Why do you have to show up here? Why do I deal with this on my own? My head hurts. I need a nap. I mean, speaking of napping, I guess, again, this is a magical world, so the rules don't really apply the same way. I was just thinking, usually sleep aids don't really help your sleeping problem, If you want to feel rested, actually, like taking sleep medicine is actually not really good for you, because it actually... I can't speak. The body doesn't it doesn't take the medicine well in terms of like having like relaxed sleep, I guess. I don't know. I feel like I'm not making any sense, but like if you take medicine to sleep, then your body won't feel as relaxed if you were to naturally fall asleep, is what I'm trying to say. Which isn't really Periwinkle's problem, so at least from what I understand. I need a 15 drowsy... I should pay attention to that, by the way. I see more of that. There we go, and this... I don't know, this is a very dark joke, I feel like, in this context. I was gonna say... The zombie girl's back, but anyway. Maybe that's very insulting. I don't know. It's like it's in a different world. Anyway. Hey. Vinegar, wasn't it? Welcome back. Yeah, sorry about last time. I was pretty messed up before, but I think I've accepted it now. That this is just the way it is. You're here for a refill, right? I had to set it aside for you, just a sec. If you were taking these consistently, you should have run out last week. What happened? I couldn't get here until now. So send someone next time. Parent? Guardian? My parents useless. Now that I'm on medication, they treat me like I'm not even sick. I told them that I ran out. They still wouldn't come to pick it up for me. Like they want my legs to fall off sooner. And this poor kid. But maybe my legs did fall off, they'll take this whole thing more seriously. They're acting like it's only hard for them. How are you holding up? The muscle aches aren't too bad yet, right? They're not bad, just constant. It's so annoying. You'll get used to it. Or at least the later symptoms are gonna make you wish all you had to do was a sore back. Great. That's uplifting. Just being honest, not really a bright side to this. I'm not gonna act like there is. My life is fucking over. You'll be alright. There'll be plenty of cases where a witch can still live to old age. Especially once they find a treatment that works for them. Hey, how do you know so much about my illness? I lost a family member to it. Oh, sorry. Don't be, it was a long time ago. After a while, this whole thing becomes normal to you. There'll be bad days and be regular-ass boring days. Live under the shadow of death for long enough and the fear turns to background noise, not just constant misery. So you're saying I'll reach a point where this doesn't completely suck? No, it'll always suck. But you'll at least be able to laugh about it the 30th time your jaw falls off eating dinner. 30 times, then I can laugh, got it. Listen, Vinegar, I'm not your doctor, I just make medicine, so I can only speak from personal experience. But we threw all sorts of crazy spells at this thing. Fixed time reversal, purification, even soul extraction, none of it worked. Soul extraction? I never heard of that one. Yeah, there aren't many witches can pull it off. Maybe things are different nowadays, but I doubt it's gotten any less risky. Huh. My point is, there are a lot of different paths you can take, but this one thing's a sure thing. So you don't miss any more doses, alright? Take care of yourself. Yes, ma'am. Damn, I'm getting too invested in this kid's well-being. Don't get too involved, Astra. You're just here to help people along and then send them on their way. I can't cure on death. In fact, I'd rather not think about it more than I have to. If I really want to escape it, though, I went into the wrong line of work. Guess you did. Too late now. I need, Leech's Bane. I cannot make Leech's Bane, I need to wait, I need more money. Money is how you make the world go around. Or is it the other way around? Like it goes... Back on you. I need $11. Give me money. You're all just walking money bags to me. They're not showing up. Where's my money? What? I clicked on an invisible person. I didn't know my customers are also invisible? Hello? Huh? On that. Now they show up. Is this somehow related to like how many plants you're like growing or something? I don't know. I guess I'll just roll that as well, just because. Just have something to do. Now let's change the music actually. This one. I'm assuming all these songs are original, by the way. Maybe? I'm not entirely sure. I know Nom Nom Nami likes to, you know, make music as well, actually. What do I need? Oh yeah, I need Leech's Bane, which I'll have enough right now. Click on our brother. Good morning, little sister. Ah, did I tell you not to scare me like that? Did you? I had to wake you up somehow. I guess I did need to open the shop pretty soon. You're the worst alarm clock I could have asked for. Don't do it again. Oh, you're no fun at all. Never mind that, Cass. We need to talk. Yes, I'd be delighted to. That's exactly what I came here to do. Really? Of course. How else will I catch up on everything you've been up to since I've been gone? There's nothing to catch up on. I finished school, then used your money to open this place. That's it, but I already knew those things. Exactly. Which is why I'd rather talk about you instead. But talking about me isn't as fun. Why are you here, Cass? What if we reminisce instead? Do you remember that time Ma started a garden in the backyard? He should have known what would happen. Of course we wouldn't be able to resist a growing contest. Your blackberry bush grew out of control. My little sprouts didn't stand a chance. But then we were stuck getting rid of it all. She didn't even let us wear gloves. It was child abuse. I still have little scars on my hands from the thorns. So do I, see? Never mind. They must be gone by now. What are you saying? Of course they're long gone, dingus. I must have laughed too hard. I'm feeling a little lightheaded. Are you going to disappear again? I won't disappear. I still have more payments for you. Well, the apothecary is running smoothly. I don't need any more from you. Oh, now you're trying to get rid of me. Fine, I'll go for today, but I'll be back the next time you need an alarm clock. I don't need an alarm clock, especially with you. Freaking Cass. It's not, well, I read it in a weird way, but like, it's not like a grumpy, freaking Cass. It's like, haha. I can't laugh, by the way, in terms of, whenever like a game or whatever, like the script calls for laughing, I can't just laugh on demand. I don't know how to do it. I simply cannot summon the power of laughter out of nowhere, I feel like. It's not a thing. What do I need? More Leech's Bane, actually. Look at your face. Give me the money. I think I unlocked another song, by the way. Was this here before? I can't remember. Was that there before? I thought I saw like a question mark question, I think we unlocked. I'm not sure. Or maybe that was there the entire time, but I have no idea. Anyway. I want to grow more stuff, but I can't. I have money. Tell me to grow stuff, but I can't. Alright, fine. I'll grow that. Again, maybe like just growing any plant has some kind of effect on customers appearing. I'm not sure. Or it's just actually just random, and sometimes nobody just comes in for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, the gameplay is, the gameplay itself is pretty, simple. I guess kind of like not the main point of the game, I guess. It's mostly story heavy. If there's any way to improve the gameplay, it'd be just a cookie clicker, but it'd be like adding stuff to like, increase the growth rate or whatever, like another pot maybe, I don't know, but then you just go into the rabbit hole like a cookie clicker, I feel like. Everyone go, look in your face. Bad news, Astragalus, this one didn't... what is that awful smell? Don't tell me something died in here. Grew too much Leech's Bane. Come back in an hour, it'll air out. An hour? I won't allow anyone to endure this foul odor for another second. Aaron waves his wand and fills the room with a flowery fragrance. You just add perfume over everything, Or whatever, or like Febreze. Or not Febreze, or maybe it was Febreze. Some kind of like, fragrance sprayer. To be honest, like my parents always did that in the bathroom. But because of that, I always associate the smell with poop now. So every time I smell it, I just think of poop. Anyway, Nani, he completely nullified the scent, or the stench. Much better. Now, as I was saying, hold up, you're an arrow magician? I am. Kind of a frivolous specialty, I know. No, you're valuable. I've been able to find a good supplier. This is perfect. Oh, okay. Is this where Periwinkle finds his job here? You remember? Supplier? Of what, dare I ask? Scents. I need you to make some. Hang on, I'll write them down. I'm not going to become your personal air freshener. Yeah, that's what air freshener is generally called. Anyway, if that's what you're asking. They're for customers. I'll pay you a premium for it. But for what? Bottle your magic and sell it to me. If I like what you've got, I'll order more. Sell you my magic. How much could perfumes be worth? Well, here's the starting price. Build up a reputation and I can start charging people more. This can't be right. I'm serious. We can negotiate your percentage if this isn't enough for you. No, this number is per batch? Per bottle. And how often would you need these orders, generally speaking? Every few weeks or so. Depends on how fast they sell out. I could quit modeling. No, this is far too easy. There has to be some kind of catch. You know, these get-rich-quick schemes never work, you know? No catch. Make me a sample of everything on this list and I'll pay you for it ASAP. Well, I suppose it can't hurt to try. Great. Finally, I get to stock some good air magic. It's about damn time. Hello? I came here to make a purchase, you know. Oh, never mind. This might just solve my problems on my own. Or on its own. I guess the modeling was stressing him out, maybe? I don't know. Wasn't making it obvious, but maybe that's the problem. Let's see, what else did I make? I need more Leech's Bane. Quite on the nose, by the way. Again, like, can't you... I mean, I guess... You know, in the context of this game, the whole undeath thing is actually, again, quite morbid. It's like the equivalent of... I mean, quite, you know, serious diseases, I guess, in real life. So I shouldn't be making jokes. You know, I feel like if I was in this universe, if I made jokes about the undead, it would actually be quite insulting. But I can't help it, you know? I'm just thinking like, well, again, can't you just get like a phylactery, you know? Just become skeleton magician or whatever, skeleton witch? Is that like a thing? No? Guess not. Money. Like on the vinegar. Here's your refill. Good job coming in on schedule. Uh-huh. Hey, what happens if I stop taking this? You'll die. Just like that? Well, your body will go back to rotting faster, and then you'll die. You know what? I mean, I don't have anything as serious, to be honest. I mean, it feels like a common thing for a lot of people, but, you know, I don't have a thyroid in real life, so I do have to take medicine for it. And if I don't take it, I actually, same thing, I will die. But, you know, it's not that, like, serious or anything. It's actually very simple. You just gotta take medicine every day. And, like, it's not like I die immediately, but, you know, because once you have your thyroid taken away, you gotta, like, rely on artificial hormones, you know, to live, or whatever. Well, I don't know what it's called, but, you know, it's like a type of thing that your thyroid would normally make, but since I don't have one, I need medicine for it instead. And, yeah, basically, if you don't take it, you know, you get really, really sick and end up dying. So, you know, yeah, no big deal. Like, actually, it's not really a big deal, but there's no, like, side effects or anything, so it's actually quite simple, but anyway, it just reminds me of that. Miserable on it and miserable off it. Guess there's no choice. Well, there's always a choice. This just happens to be the most effective, probably. Probably. Like I said before, there are a lot of different ways to treat your illness. If this medicine is helping, don't stop taking it on a whim. It's not just a whim. The side effects are seriously killing me. I can't even drink a soda. I feel like a shit the rest of the day. It's like, what's even the point? No soda. Gotta quit drinking soda, you know? Gotta drink sparkling water instead. I mean, that's what I did. Or just water. Yeah, soda's bad for you anyway. It's my favorite drink. Worth dying for? Will you think I'm stupid if I say yes? Nah, that's what I expect to hear from someone your age. And now being talked down to. Vinegar, listen. Whether you stick to this or find some other treatment, you have to keep trying. If you give up, there's no coming back. I really hate being told stuff like that. Just like, keep trying. What does that mean in the end? Living longer for what? Well, to watch more anime, you know, you gotta get down that backlog, you know, somehow. It's hard to see the point in living as long as I can when I know every second of it's gonna be excruciating. Vinegar, you can't think like that. Could you stop telling me what to do? You always talk like you know so much, but you never had to live with what I do. No one knows what this is like. You can't even imagine. You feel sorry for me, but it's not actually your problem. It's only been a couple of months, but my skin's already falling off the bone in some places. Sorry, I know it's gross to talk about. But that's what I have to look forward to when I get up every morning. If I even get up. Don't give up. Yeah, more like good love you're suffering. Thanks, I really need to hear that. You're trying to help me, I know, but expecting so much out of me only makes me feel worse. Sorry. I mean, I've just been hearing that kind of thing from everyone lately. It's like I'm doing my best. What more do you want from me? Yeah, I never considered. I've got work to do, excuse me. Oh, okay. Totally went off on her, stupid. Why'd I have to say all that? She's the only one who's done this much to help me, and now she's pissed. I just want to be able to do things like I like, instead of laying around feeling sick to my stomach. Is that how he felt too? Is that why he gave up on his treatment? Was it our fault wanting him to live so badly? Damn it. We were all exhausted. I knew that, but I was still so angry with him. I'm giving myself a headache. Gotta check on my plants. Alright. Hey, new plant! Morning, Narcissus? I don't know how to pronounce it. I mean, it sounds like Narcissus is a different word, but I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, however. Every time I go to menu, now this one thing I like technically, like as a technical thing, it'd be great if the customers don't disappear when I click on the pot. You know, I'm wasting my potential to make money. I gotta make the money. You know, that's one thing to live for, Vinegar, is to make money. You know, that's all that matters. Of course. Obviously. No. Alright, let's change the... I don't know. Let's go back to the beginning. On your face. Salah, not clicking on people's faces. Is this how running a business works? You gotta click on people's faces? If only it was that easy, actually. I always say, actually, in RPGs, you know, legit in general, like RPG games, it's so easy to make money. If only life was that easy. All you gotta do is kill some slimes, and they drop some loot, and then you just simply sell the loot, you know, to like a random storekeeper. And somehow they'll just take your junk and give you money for it somehow. I don't know. Can't do that in real life. Except maybe pawn shops, but, you know, I feel like that doesn't even count, because you can't really sell it. Literally anything in a pawn shop. It really depends on what the person is, you know, willing to buy for their store, and most likely they're going to be lowballing you. You know, if there is something valuable to buy, then they're most likely going to be not selling it for, or not giving you a lot of money for it anyway. This is annoying. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, but I always just found like selling stuff annoying. I just don't do it. I even try to sell, I even did the whole thing where I tried to sell my power supply, actually. Like I had like an old power supply that I want to get some money back, right? So I even like went through the warranty, you know, I checked the warranty, because I know it was kind of like a faulty power supply, actually. It kept making some like weird noises. It worked fine, but it made some clicking noises, so I was worried that it might break or something, so I sent in for warranty, right? To like send it back to the company, so they RMA'd it for like a new power supply or whatever. But, you know, I already had another power supply anyway as a replacement, so I didn't need the new RMA'd one, I guess, you know, the one that I would return under warranty. But, you know, it costs money to deliver it and everything. And so I tried to sell it back. I went through Amazon, I guess. I went through like a whole process with Amazon. I sold it technically, but then the person returned it, you know, and I had to like pay back Amazon, and the whole process of like delivering everything and getting it back, it's like I ended up just losing money anyway. So I don't know. I always just felt annoying. Obviously, you could also just go on like, I don't know, other sites and just sell it like directly. You get the contact information of like someone and just sell it directly. But I don't trust that, you know. I don't know. But that seems dangerous for me. To do that, just to sell it to random strangers. I don't know. Anyway. Periwinkle. Astragalus, I finished those perfume samples you asked for. Just what I wanted to see. It's about time. This was much harder than it looked, you know? I could barely conjure them how I wanted, what with my ongoing sleep deprivation. Yes. Wow, didn't expect you to get this one right at all. Do tell me if I missed the mark on any of them. I could try again and give me a little more time. No, these are great. Perfect, you're hired, Periwinkle. Alright, we have employees now. Amazing. Really? Just like that? Does Periwinkle get any benefits? Is there, like, any dental? Yep, here's your payment. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm a little medicine boy. Who knew? Don't call it medicine. Oh, but I thought you said... Well, there's a difference between the stuff that heals your body and stuff that heals your soul. Don't go advertising one as the other. Healing the soul, How poetic. I still don't quite understand how exactly my magic could be used for any sort of healing, much less how you justify the price tag. Pure magic always sells for a lot. It's basic supply and demand. Most witches can't conjure things like this. Is that so? It always comes naturally to me. Yeah, that's called talent. As for its uses, most of these scents have a calming effect. It's a passive method of stress reduction. Might help and definitely won't hurt. Some arrow magicians can only make overpowering scents, but yours are nice and gentle, perfect for what I like to sell. My, no one's ever called my magic gentle before. You flatter me, Astragalus. If only I could have done something for my own stress, but then I suppose I would have never come here. Yeah, that would have been bad for me. I thought it was going to take years to track down a supplier I liked. Astragalus, I like you too. Let's be friends. What? No. What? No. You work for me. I'm not your friend. Oh, come now. It's not as a propositioning you. It's merely friendship. If you're gonna be weird about this, maybe I'll look for someone else after all. You gotta keep it professional. No, I'm valuable, remember? You can't just toss me aside like that. I can and I will. Astragalus, don't be so cold. Don't come near me. I'll seriously fire you. Okay, but then you gotta pay a severance package or something. No? Is it in the contract? Anyway, how else am I supposed to show my gratitude? At least let me shake your hand. Well, I guess that's how an introvert interacts with an extrovert. All right. Let's see. We need more Lich's Bane. Lich's Bane? Or is it Lich's? Lich's? Oops, I actually didn't mean to throw more of those. I need the other one. There you go. Can I pick this out? No, I guess not. Guess doesn't matter. Oh, I don't know. Let's again. Change the music again. Why not? Throw the plant. I like the music, by the way. I don't know. What does it remind me of? I have no idea. I guess, well, I mean, this song kind of reminds me of Phoenix Wright for some reason. I don't know what it is. Anyway. Oh yeah, click on your face. What if I don't bother opening the store today? I don't have the energy to deal with customers right now. Who the hell? Leave me alone. Might as well. Astra's apothecary, Astragalus speaking. Terrible news, Astra. The cousins have their own holiday party planned. Can you believe this? Hey, Ma. Why must everyone avoid me? What did I ever do to them? Tell me what? Well, you didn't do anything. They just have their own thing going on. Is it my cooking? That can't be it. They all love my cooking. How can they pass up a feast? Complete nonsense. Now you have to come home. There's no choice. You can tell your customers family comes first. I'll consider it. Astra, I've been thinking since your call. How long has it been? 7 years? It's been long enough. Since what? You were the one who brought it up? About Cass. Yeah, look, now's a bad time, sorry. I'll call you back, okay? Bye. I can't tell her he came back. I don't have it in me. How'd I even bring him up? Over the phone, too. Idiot. But that does it. I definitely need to take a day off. Well, as the entrepreneur and store owner, I guess you can just do that. Okay. You can make your own hours. Isn't that amazing? Boop, 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 bop, beep. Morning narcissist. Yeah. Let's change it again. Blossoming magic. You know, these characters that you click on, by the way, probably, I don't know, on the top of my head I don't remember, but definitely are references to Nanami's other games. I don't immediately recognize them though. You know, I guess the story of her brother, by the way, was it Cass? I guess he left home, maybe? Is that the idea? He left home without telling anyone? And I guess he's here, but like, he didn't tell his family. Oh, here he is. Let's see. Good evening, little sister. Cass. I didn't expect you to see me after closing, did you? Yeah, since you're such a morning person. Early riser, yes, that's me. But I'm a late riser now, though, aren't you? Oh well, I haven't been feeling so great. Because you stopped taking your medicine. Do we have to talk about that? It's so depressing. If we don't talk about it, you're just gonna keep haunting me. This isn't a haunting. Why did you stop taking it, Cass? Well, it wasn't making me feel any better. But it was keeping you alive. And you were getting tired of that, weren't you? Yeah, I didn't think anyone would pick up on that. I didn't until now. Awkward silence. Maybe I should go. Shut up, Cass. I hadn't forgiven you, you know. No matter how I looked at it, you just seemed like you gave up in the end. Like, you didn't care how me or Ma or your kids felt. You got sick of us, decided you'd go, and then you were gone. I wasn't sick of any of you. You were sick of yourself then. I was just sick. There you go. Hey, I knew it. There's some kind of disguise thing going on, right? It gets to the point, you know. It had to be done. Oh, dry your tears, little sister. I'm here now, aren't I? Are you? I still can't tell if I've been hallucinating all this time. You have been exposed to a lot of strange plants. Open a window every now and then. You know, if Cass is not real, Cassava is not real, then is the money real? Is this like Monopoly money? What's going on? Yeah, or maybe that soul extraction spell we tried had a 10-year delay. I forgot about that one. We really tried everything, didn't we? Yeah, you really went through hell. I remember that doctor who thought they could wrap me up like a mummy and call it a day. They kept your skin on, but we barely made it 3 days before the spell got it to be completely unbearable. No worse than some of the plants you have here. Is your nose on right? You're rancid. Just the rotting parts. I myself smell perfectly wonderful, like a beautiful bouquet. Now, I said no tears, little sister. I'm not crying. You just smell so terrible until my eyes water. What? I don't smell right now, do I? I've really gotta air out the shop. I'm telling you, it's the plants. The plants are to blame. Well, I guess, yeah, so it kind of all connects to each other. That, the one in the family who had the undeath was Astra's brother. Makes sense? Though Astra did imply that family member died a long time ago or something. So, I don't know. How's that work? Again, are they just a skeleton? You know, it doesn't seem so bad if they're just a walking, talking skeleton. I mean, it sucks because you don't have skin, but like, you're still alive, so I feel like it's not that bad. I mean, again, I always make the argument that, I mean, I don't know. I mean, again, in this universe, does having undeath, does that, you still, you know, technically, are you still conscious, like, forever, or you eventually decay anyway? I don't know. But again, I'm always that person that I always mention how immortality, you know, is not so bad. It's kind of worth it, you know, even if you sacrifice certain things, such as, I don't know, having skin, you know, it's kind of like, well, but like, you're immortal though. Think of all the anime you can catch up on, you know, that's always my reasoning. If anything, it's actually better. Now you don't have to worry about pooping, you know? It's not always a distraction. You gotta go to the washroom and all that. That just decreases your productivity, you know? Now you don't have to worry about it. Now you can just be a skeleton forever. Look on the bright side, you know? But again, I don't know how it works exactly. And also, Astra did imply that maybe she was hallucinating, so I don't know. Is he like a ghost? Or is he not actually a ghost? That was just a joke? I don't know. It's hard to tell, right? Because it's all just in a different context. But, you know, I mean, to be optimistic, I guess, I think it just means that you're just a skeleton, right? It's not that bad. I don't know. But then again, I'm thinking though, because he's not taking his medicine though, maybe eventually he does decay all the way, right? So maybe it's not like immortality necessarily. Eventually you do decay anyway. I don't know. Anyway. Makes me why... Oh, I don't know. I don't know, like, it's a thing that's important, but, you know, other than like a metaphor for like a terminal illness, I wonder if there's an origin for undeath, you know? Is there like some kind of weird origin where it's a curse that, you know, exists in this world because of something that happened a long time ago? That would be interesting to explore, I feel like. I don't know. Like some kind of like tragic story where like it involves like a leech or like a necromancer, and then they try to like... I mean, it's a classic story, I guess, but like a necromancer that try to bring back a loved one, but then they messed up and somehow that creates this disease that affects generations of witches or something. I mean, I don't know. That sounds interesting to me. Anyway. Oh, let me click on you. You look rich. You know, you have a fancy suit. But then I click on vinegar. Hey, you're here for a refill? I'll get it ready for you in a sec. No, that's not why I came in today. Then. I was kind of a dick to you last time. I wanted to apologize. Don't worry about that. I need to hear it. Huh? It ain't my place to ask anyone to try harder. I can't be the judge of that, especially when it's not me who has to buckle down and deal with it. Thanks. Anyway, you sure you don't want a refill? Feels weird to send you out of here empty-handed. No, I don't think this medicine's working out for me after all. I see. But, I'm not giving up on anything. I'm gonna try and find a treatment that doesn't make me feel like I'm dying. At least, looking for something like that gives me a reason to get out of bed every day. Fuck, that's pathetic. Sorry I said anything. You know, fuck, that's cringe. No, whatever keeps you going. Best of luck, Vinegar. You're welcome to come back here if you ever change your mind. Thanks. You're a big help. You know, now I think about it, Vinegar, that's... Wait a minute, isn't that... I'm getting some flashbacks, you know? Isn't that a character we've seen before, actually? Now that I think about it. Well, I guess we'll see. I don't know. Well, bye then. She'll be okay. Even all my years of study, I can never really know what's best for anyone. It's their decision in the end. I can't let my personal feelings get in the way like that again. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to help anyone. Right, Cass? I still don't know if Cass is real. Is he real? Is he a ghost? New music. I need to have all. I was thinking if there's a way to save. I guess not. I guess it's just automatic. Anyway, I need to have all times 18. What is all? Where is the all button? You know, where is the any button? No, right? I guess it's just have to have all. Simply make all. Easy. You know, I do, again, this is just going back to Cookie Clicker, but I do kind of wish there was another way, like some other way to interact with something, you know? To keep me engaged. I mean, I guess it's fine. Maybe it's not meant to be like high octane action, but I do want something to keep me like, occupied. But I guess, well, I mean, that's what the customers are for, I guess. You know, you click on them, that's the idea. I don't know. Again, it just feels like the customers sometimes just are random, so sometimes they just never appear. So I'm just left doing nothing. But yeah, that's not the point, maybe. Let's see. Actually, I don't know. What did I grow? I'm not entirely sure. I guess I think I need more Lich's Bane. $54 though, you know. Not very large profits, to be honest. At least if you compare this to real life money, assuming, you know, it's just $58. But then again, it may be like 58 which dollars, you know? What's the exchange rate? I don't know. Maybe which dollars are more valuable. Need one of those, need one of those. Just checking. Okay, I'm just double checking the... Oh no, there you go. Okay. But he's dead. Oh, that's confusing. I'm actually not sure how this works. Is he actually dead, or was he just a delusion? I don't know. But here you go. I was wondering if the profiles were to update. But yeah, Cassava, 31 at death. Astra's older brother, lost to the undeath virus. So that does imply that he's dead, but like he's undead? Again, I don't know how that works. Smells like flowers, and yeah, vinegar. Anyway. I'm just thinking about the, you know, the deep lore in this game. But yeah. Let's see. Well, I guess that's it. I can only grow this one thing, and that's it. Let's grow the bare minimum. Up, 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 up. Oh, not much else to say. I'm just waiting, counting down. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we have liftoff. Alright. He hasn't been back since then. Does that mean his soul's passed on or something? So what? I don't get to say goodbye again? This is so... Peekaboo! Okay, no, he does exist, it seems like. But he exists as like, you know, as undead. Apparently, that's what's implied anyway. Cass, how are you, little sister? Annoyed. Don't scare me like that again. Sorry, how could I resist? It's too much fun being a ghost. Okay, so it is a ghost. Or rather, he is a ghost. I bought the last of the money. I have nothing else for you after this. That's fine. You've given me more than enough. Only because you've invested so wisely, my business-savvy little sister. Here's the hiccup. Thanks, Cass. I only wish I could stick around to witness all your future success. Your medicine's going to help so many people, I'm sure of it. Hey, Cass. Yes? Am I the only one who's seen you? Like, am I going to sound crazy if I bring up any of this to anyone? You're the only one who's seen me. My kids were so young when I passed, I didn't leave much of an impression. You should at least visit Ma. I thought about it, but I didn't want to give her a heart attack. She's so superstitious. She would have thought I'm an evil spirit. I didn't want to be sent to the afterlife by my own mother. Fair point. I'm glad I got to see you again. You're doing a wonderful job with the apothecary. Stop, you'll make me cry. Weep, little sister. It's good to let your emotions out from time to time. Not in the middle of my workday. Why do you have such awful timing? Seriously, Cass. Master Gallus, your new best friend is here. What do you want, Periwinkle? Can't you see I'm in the middle of a... Huh? Are you talking to yourself? No. Talking to your plants then, no need to be embarrassed. Are you trying to get yourself kicked out or what? I'm just here to keep you company. Oh, and I bought a few perfumes too. Would you be interested in sampling those? Alright, I could use the distraction. Bring them here. Alright, there you go. Yes, Periwinkle takes the hood off and everything. And I guess, yeah, Cass was like, I mean, in this world of witches and magic, I guess, he was probably like a literal ghost, but I guess eventually he has to pass on. But yeah, so I guess the undeath virus, you know, I mean, obviously, it parallels like an actual terminal illness, so you can't just simply survive being like an actual lich forever, even though that's the optimistic way to think about it, in my opinion. Is just be like a zombie forever. It's fine. Well, just credits. And rest in peace, I guess. Again, I'm very I feel like very insensitive when it came to the whole undeaf thing. I don't know. Anyway, my only excuse is that it's like completely fictional. It's not real, so it's just a made up thing that didn't seem so bad initially, but it is actually. I mean, again, it's definitely like a metaphor for real disease. But anyway, all right. Congratulations on clearing the main story. Feel free to continue growing plants. Grow enough of them, and you'll reach the epilogues. Oh, there's more. Okay, take it easy and have fun. Okay, I mean, if there's more, all right. Time to grind, I guess. I'm not done yet. I gotta go use the epilogue. And there's like another one over there too, it seems like. And I think I know, well, I guess we'll see. But I think I know who Vinegar is. I think Vinegar did appear in other Nom Nom Nami games. But I guess we'll see. Maybe that's my hypothesis, but maybe not. I guess. I mean, what do I even talk about in the meantime? This is I feel like this is my weakness. This is why I like playing story-heavy games, so that I can simply read the story. Because when it's like there's nothing to read, it's like I don't know what to say. I'm not very. I mean, I can ramble for a bit, but I don't think I'm as good as rambling as other people. I know some people can just talk about nothing for like 5 hours. I don't know if I can reach that capacity very well. But I simply just can't just not speak. Gotta fill in the silence somehow. So I don't know. Random thoughts. I don't know. Let's random thing. I don't know. I'm almost done actually, but do I need to grow more other different types of plants? Maybe these ones. I mean, I'm already done, but I was gonna mention like Better Call Saul or whatever. I don't really watch normie shows, but I mean, let's just say I've been following Better Call Saul. And I guess Breaking Bad, that's like a show that I watched previously, and then I stopped and I went back to it. Pretty good shows, basically. I guess that's all I want to say. Yeah, pretty good shows. It's like an honorary anime to me, despite it being not anime at all. But that's just how good it is. Anyway, I should really call Ma. Last time we talked, I practically hung up on her. Kind of surprised she hasn't called me back since then. Ring ring, ring 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 ring, banana phone. Hello. Hi Ma. Astra, you'll never believe it. Your cousins are now offering to come and visit after New Year's. Huh? Well, that's good, right? It's not good at all. You want to have a pity gathering after their special party I'm not invited to. But never mind all of my drama. I'm sick of it. How are you doing? I'm fine. No headaches lately. They're manageable. The tea helps a lot. Good, and the apothecary's running smoothly. Yeah, steady sales, not too busy. What are your customers like? Normal, I guess, about what you expect. Are you making any friends? Cass asked me the same thing. Ma, I'm running a business here. I'm not interested in bonding with these people. You have to build customer loyalty, Astra. Be nice to them. I hate that, actually. I remember working at working at like a gym, and like you have to. Well, it wasn't my gym in particular, but like there's a general atmosphere where you want to have customers be loyal to you, right? So you gotta manipulate them, to like have like brand loyalty. That's what it's all about, and it's kind of like, ugh. That feels like really fake, and I don't like it. But anyway, I'm nice enough. I did find an aromatic supplier recently, though. Ah, so you are making friends after all. I was so worried barely speaking to anyone. I have had my fair share of conversations. There's that teenager, too. Astra, what's wrong? This girl, she's got undeaf. I was making medicine for her, but she said it wasn't working out. Anyway, she's looking for other treatment options now. It's none of my business at this point. It's good that she hasn't given up. It must be so tough at that age. You did what you can. It's all anyone can do. Come home and eat your mother's delicious cooking. Let me pamper my sweet daughter. I'll think about it. Get back to me soon, okay? I'm tired of being stood up. Thanks, Mal, I will. Yeah, I don't know if this voice I'm giving... I feel like that was the voice I gave, but like, it wasn't... I don't know if it actually fits, but like, I'm sticking with it. It was too late to change it. Anyway, normally, one of us would have changed the subject. Maybe that means we can finally have a proper conversation about this stuff. That might be really nice. Alright. That's more of her story. Oh, interesting. It's the epilogue. Okay, I guess that's that for Astragalus. But there's more. It's apparently next story, 40 Drowsy Campanula. Oh, there you go. Even more. Alright. Oh boy. It's exponentially gonna take longer, I feel like, because these plants take longer to grow and we're gonna need a lot of them. Yeah. Better Call Saul. So that's a good TV series. I don't know much else to say about it. I'm surprised actually. It's really good, but I'm surprised how like not a lot of normies know it, I guess, if that makes sense. I don't know. I just asked. I mean, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just one. Maybe the one sample size I had not good enough. But like I've noticed that I had some small talk, I guess, dreaded small talk with a coworker, and they said that they never watched it, even though they said they like movies and TV shows and whatnot. They never actually heard of like Better Call Saul. It was too bad because it's like really good. Even though I know like, I mean, it's really like mainstream and popular, right? I'm not crazy, am I? I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to talk about it without spoilers, but I guess, I mean, there's one character that I really like, I guess it's Mike Ehrmantraut, portrayed by Jonathan Banks, and that I like the character because usually I don't know, maybe it's a thing, it's weird or how do I say, like, I'm a weirdo, basically. Like, I don't pay attention to celebrities or like, if I see like an actor in a movie, if I even watch a movie like with like actors, but usually I watch like anime, right? But I usually don't pay attention to celebrities. I don't pay attention like who plays a certain character. I always feel that way about like when people mention like actors and all that. I'm like, who? Who are these people? I don't know these so-called actors. I don't pay attention to that because usually when I see like a story or like a movie, I always think of them as the character, right? Not really the person playing the character. That's how I think about it anyway. And that's why I like anime, I guess, because it's voice actors. Usually I don't think about the voice, the person playing the voice, I think about the character, right? And to me, that's the ultimate way to get immersed, I guess. That's why I prefer usually, I guess, TV shows and movies that aren't, I guess, live action, which is a weird way to describe it. But yeah, like people who like are actors and they play a character in front of a camera and all that. I mean, usually those are the ones that are like mainstream and normal, I guess. This is what most people watch, really. But to me, it's weird because whenever I see that, I always just think, well, I don't know. It doesn't get me immersed because I just think of this as a person pretending to be another person. I mean, that's the whole point of acting, but it's not the same. When it's like animation, however, with like voice actors, it gets me more immersed because I'm like, I think of the character more so than the person playing the character, right? That's why I prefer that when I think of like stories, I guess. But anyway, but going back to Mike Ehrmantraut from Breaking Bad and a Better Call Saul, because Better Call Saul is like a prequel to Breaking Bad. I don't know, he's just an interesting character, I guess. He's just a badass grandpa, and just in general, just a cool character. I mean, a lot of characters are pretty interesting in the shows, in both shows anyway, but him in particular, he just exudes a very like particular energy of someone who is like, I don't know, like someone who is just very grumpy all the time and like is sick of everybody, and so he has to do everything himself. And that's just the kind of energy I really relate to, about just being grumpy in general, I guess. I guess that's part of why I like the character. I mean, beyond just in general, the show's being good and having good writing, you know, and just good like everything. But you know, but yeah, and you know, again, you know, like I like a character very much if I even remember the actual person that portrayed the character, because that's usually something I don't care about. Anyway, also there's a lot of memes about. There's a few memes about the shows as well. Yeah, it's like a particular cadence, you know. He always goes like Walter, you know, like there's a meme about him going Walter. He says Walter, but it says Walter. Also, there's a meme about him being kid named Finger. I don't get that meme though. It's an amalgamation. It's like Zoomer humor, where it's like an amalgamation of many different memes. It's like him, a picture of Mike Ehrmantraut from, you know, Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. There's a caption and it says "kid named Finger," and it's like this really obscure, like, I mean, not obscure, but really like weird, roundabout like way to reference like another meme about like the pun, like it's supposed to be like a setup or like a joke. And like the pun is like it's a kid named Finger, but like somehow it's Mike Ehrmantraut. It's weird. I don't get. I feel like that's peak Zoomer humor, where it's like completely obscure, it makes no sense with no context. But anyway, but there you go. We got enough. We got enough plans. So now we have, I assume, Periwinkle's epilogue. He's nice and, you know, fresh looking. No bags under his eyes anymore. Isn't that great? I mean, he had that before, actually, but anyway. Sniff, sniff. Yeah, it says sniff, sniff. Just read it. You're not supposed to read that part. But anyway. Damn, perfect again, Periwinkle. Great work. Why, thank you. Money, please. Sure, take it. Such a thick envelope. I have to consider how best to spoil myself with all this cash. This money, cash. Never mind that. How are you so good at recreating these scents? You really capture all the subtleties. My mother was a florist. The greenhouse was a place of refuge for me. I grew up around plants too, but I could never really figure out arrow magic. Oh, I practice all the time. Having free perfume I could dispel whenever I wanted was a godsend to me back then. You know, you always struck me as more of a rich kid. Are you really that broke? I was given a healthy allowance when I lived with my parents, but I'm actually a runaway. I've gotten by on charisma until now. Just like maxed out on charisma, I guess. Weird. I found you more annoying than charismatic. But you haven't kicked me out yet, so I think you must enjoy my company after all. You're useful. I get a good vibe from your magic. My, what do you mean by that? Don't worry about it. Just keep making the sense I asked for, and I'll keep paying you. It's truly a relief to have my financial troubles resolved. Oh, I know. I'll buy a dress to celebrate my new line of work. I can afford all sorts of brands now. A dress? Shouldn't you concentrate on getting your own place first? In due time, Master Gallus, fashion is much more an essential for me. You ought to get your priorities straight. Will you give me a raise if I do? Don't push it. Alright, good. Hijinks with Periwinkle. We know how that goes, I guess, if you either watch my playthrough of Starry Flowers or play it on your own, I guess. Let's see here. I guess now probably we need Lich's Bane, right? Yep. Gotta get a lot of Lich's Bane. Well, I didn't mean to do that, but I guess we also probably need Mourning Narcissus anyway, in the end. What else can I talk about randomly? I don't know. I'm trying to think. I guess I read some manga recently. I mean, that's kind of like I always do in the background, I guess. You know, recently I've just been reading kind of like wholesome manga. You know, I mean, I read a lot of like, I want to read a lot of like horror manga, actually, a lot of like dark stuff. But recently I was reading a lot of like comedy ones. Oh, I think I read. Oh yeah, I remember reading. What's it called? I forget how you say it in Japanese, but I think it's. I think. Corporate slave bunnies or something, or corporate slave moon bunnies. I had like a really strange name. But it's pretty funny, you know. It's like a bunch of I guess the premise is like it's like a chibi. It's like, well, I don't know, how do I explain things? I don't actually really bad at explaining things, you know. I always try to like provide a synopsis of a plot of like a story, and I feel like I always explain in the worst way possible. But anyway, this manga that I've been reading, Corporate Slave Bunny or something like that, a Corporate Slave Moon Bunny. But the idea is that there is in the moon, there's a bunch of chibi like bunny girls, I guess. You know, they kind of look like what's that other anime? Like Team Pop Epic or whatever. They kind of look like Team Pop Epic characters, but more cutesy than that, I guess. But yeah, apparently on this moon, it is basically like a factory. You know, it's kind of like this sweat factory or sweatshop where bunnies work all day. They sleep for like 5 minutes a day, and they love work. You know, they love labor, and they work all day to make mochi, I believe. And that's the joke where like bunnies on the moon make mochi. It's like a Japanese myth. But apparently the moon has been downsizing. You know, there's been a recession on the moon or whatever, and a bunny girl ends up in the main characters, or maybe not main character, but you know, the protagonist is like, I guess, little apartment, more like a bachelor's apartment, really, like a very small one. And you know, she ends up crashing into his window or whatever, and now, you know, a lot of things happen, but the bunny is now working under him. And the idea is that these weird like alien bunny creatures really love work, you know, compared to like normal people. But like, she literally can't live without work. She literally, if she's not doing labor, she melts and dies. So that's like kind of like the joke, which is kind of dark when you think about it. But it's usually, you know, it's usually in like a slapstick kind of like comedy kind of thing. So it's not really meant to be super dark, but it actually tackles a lot of dark themes. Actually, like how like, especially in Japanese society, you know, people kind of work to death, right? So it's kind of like a ironic metaphor to that. What's it called? Like Koroshi or something? Where literally people just work so much that they die from exhaustion. You know, that's like a thing in Japan. But yeah, but the main character though, I can't remember his name. It's like generic male character. But like, you know, he's supposed to be like a straight man, you know, it's kind of like pointing out like, oh, you know, you're crazy or whatever, you know. But the idea is that the main character is working under like a bad company, right? Is the idea. He's like working also kind of like an office worker that's like working a lot of overtime, but is not getting paid for it. You know, there's a whole like cultural thing, like something called like black companies, you know, where like the employer is like really bad or whatever, which is essentially a normal employer in, you know, in America. But anyway, but yeah, it's like he's working like overtime, like really hard, but it's not getting paid extra for, you know, it's just implied. Yeah, I don't know. There's a weird work culture, you know. So the idea is that like employees in Japanese companies end up being, you know, at work longer than they should be, and they don't really get paid for it, but that's kind of the part of the culture, you know. It's supposed to be like a family. Usually a red flag, usually when an employer says you're part of like a family at work. But anyway, that's kind of the point, right? You stay at work for a long time, and sometimes go drinking, you know. It's kind of like it's expected of you. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the main character is kind of like in that situation, but even worse than that, actually. You know, it's not even like friendly. It's like everyone's just, the idea is that he gets like a lot of work, and he's overworked and stuff like that. But anyway, that's the kind of going on in the background. The real hijinks comes from the fact that these weird alien bunnies are trying to be like, you know, trying to find work at his place, and then it's like they're always so surprised. For example, if they even get paid for the work, you know, I think they get paid like 1 yen or whatever. I'm so bad with names, but you know, the bunny creature, the bunny chibi creature gets paid 1 yen, and then she's like so happy about it, or she doesn't even deserve it. You get to work and get paid at the same time? This must be heaven, you know, or something like that. Anyway, I don't know. I just found it really funny, and how like it lampshades a lot of like you know, like work culture, I guess. I mean, you know, I don't live in Japan necessarily, but there is some I guess, some parallels you can draw, just in general, like work, right? People obsessed over like finding a good career, like a good job, and like, you know, you gotta be working towards something, you gotta be successful, you gotta, you know, learn skills and do that and do this. And it's like, it becomes their entire life, and it's like, what's the point, you know? Anyway. But yeah, but I mean, it's supposed to be mostly funny though, the manga, even though it kind of deals with normally kind of like a depressing subject matter, I guess, or subject matter. I always say manner. It's always wrong. It's not subject matter. Subject matter. Or Licious Bane. But yeah, corporate slave bunny, whatever I think is what it's called, or like slave moon bunny. I don't know, something like that. Yeah, again, the idea is that the chibi bunnies, you know, it's so. I mean, again, you can draw a lot of parallels, but like on the moon, apparently, and I mean, in this manga's universe, is that everyone is just indoctrinated, you know, to love labor. They literally work all day, don't get any sleep. If you mess up once, you're fired, you know? It's like, you know, it's just ridiculous, but like, that's kind of the point, right? It's like supposed to be like insane. Alright, one more. Licious Bane, and probably more of these. This is gonna take a while. What am I even supposed to talk about? You know, this gonna take quite a while, as it turns out. On the YouTube video, I might even just cut most of this out. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Even though, again, that's kind of not the point. The point is it's supposed to be relaxing. Again, it's supposed to relax. You need to relax harder. It's supposed to have fun gardening these plants, I guess. I don't know, I guess if I'm not recording, you know, I feel like time flies faster. You're playing like any kind of video game where you're doing like monotonous tasks, I guess. If you're not supposed to be okay, I thought Vinegar disappeared somehow, like glitched game. But no, you know, if you're not supposed to be recording whatever, then it's like you can just focus on just doing menial tasks, and actually that can be relaxing sometimes, you know, to just do something over and over again, just, you know, just to pass the time. But anyway, when's the last time I washed these mugs? I'm drinking way too much tea lately. I better go take care of the dishes while it's slow in here. Yeah, I finally worked up the guts to come in and she's not even here. I at least want to tell her the soul extraction stuff she mentioned might really work out for me. And then again, maybe she'll just tell me to give up on that and force more of that Licious Bane stuff on me instead. Researching all this junk on my own is such a headache. It'd be nice to have an actual adult help me out. No, I can't keep bothering this lady. It's not like we're friends or something. That'd be weird. That'd be weird. This is my shit to figure out. I already decided to do this on my own. Okay, I'm never coming back here. Bye! Okay. Really? That's kind of like sad, actually. I actually did want more interaction with Vinegar. You know, and help her out and whatnot, but actually we just never end up seeing her ever again. She's simply gone from the story. I guess that's just the epilogue. Yeah, like anticlimactic, I feel. Oh, well, whatever. I guess that's fine. I'm just thinking about the last thing I did. I don't know, last... You know, actually, no, you know, in my, I tried out some sushi, I guess. You know, there's a place, and speaking of work, actually, now I'm reminded of work. I don't like to be reminded of work, but anyway, well, that's not that work is bad or anything, you know, it's just that I like to leave work at work, you know, not to bring work to other parts of my life, because then I just think about work all day, you know? I gotta relax a little bit. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah, speaking of work, there's a sushi restaurant near where I work, so sometimes I get sushi nearby, which is very nice. You know, apparently, I don't know how it works. Maybe something to do with like how sushi prices, like, you know, if it's like closer to like the ocean, maybe it costs less. I'm only assuming that. I don't know that for a fact. But I do know that when I buy sushi near where I live, it's more expensive, you know? Just for like, I don't know how to describe it, but like, you know, just for like, I guess maki, you know, just for some maki, just like a full, just maki, like, pieces, I guess, or whatever. I don't know how to describe it, but I actually don't remember the number, but like 8 pieces or something? I don't know, just like sushi, right? It's much more expensive to just buy one combo of it, I guess. If you buy it at the restaurant, though, it's much cheaper. You know, it's still kind of expensive. It's costs like basically a meal, but at least it's not too expensive compared to like if I buy sushi here. If I buy sushi here, it's like more expensive than a normal meal, I feel like. I mean, basically more than like $15 or whatever. I feel like I draw the line at $10, you know? Maybe I'm just a cheapskate, but yeah, more expensive around here. But when I buy it from where I work, then it's at least the restaurant, it's less expensive, which is nice. So, you know, anytime I'm in the mood for sushi, I can just buy from there. Though something I've been thinking about, though, because I kind of buy it from the app, I kind of buy it for pickup, right? Because the restaurant has obviously delivery and pickup options, I guess. And I don't know the etiquette for it, you know? I don't know the etiquette for it in terms of like tipping. Because normally, when you get delivery, when you tip for it, right? Or like the delivery person. And when you sit down at a restaurant, you also tip. Not that I know, actually. I actually don't do a lot of sit-down restaurants, to be honest. To me, like a treat for me would be just buying fast food, to be honest. I never really like sit down at a restaurant or anything. Maybe I'm still a kid, but like I mean, for one, it's just too expensive, in my opinion, and it's just not worth it. So I just don't. So I never actually like sat down like a semi. I mean, it doesn't have to be fancy, but I was gonna say like a semi-fancy restaurant, but you know, I never really. It doesn't have to be super fancy, I guess. But you know, I feel like in that kind of restaurant, you sit down, you have like a full course meal, whatever. You gotta put the knife and the fork on the right sides, and you gotta like, I don't know, have like a waiter. You tip them, right? I never done that. But anyway, the sushi restaurant though, so I don't know the etiquette for it because technically. I'm just picking it up. I'm ordering on the app and I'm just picking it up, and they always have an option to tip them, right? In fact, I think it starts with 20% or something, which is, I don't know, in my opinion, kind of ridiculous. But then again, I might be a cheapskate. But I don't know. Like, is the logic is that the person who's like packaging the food for you and everything, you're tipping them, I guess? I've noticed though, I guess I've just never asked, because I feel like it'd be kind of weird to ask. I don't know, but like I feel like if you do it through the app or through the website or whatever, it's actually going through like a third-party company, and it seems like when I look at my receipt, because you know the first time I did not tip them actually. Then I felt kind of guilty about it, so I did tip them the next time. The second time I did it, but then when I look at my receipt, there's no tip on it, you know. Right, on the actual paper receipt they give you when you pick up your food, I didn't see anything like that, so I do wonder if they're actually getting anything. You know, if the actual restaurant has not been getting anything, then what am I feeling guilty about, right? If I'm just tipping the app for the delivery or pickup instead of the actual restaurant. But I guess I should just ask, but I just never did because it's just kind of a weird thing to bring up. It's like, hey, did you get my tip? But I don't know. It's kind of weird to say. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being weird. Anyway. What was I saying? What's going on? I'm playing this video game, by the way. So there you go. I got 40 of those morning narcissists, I guess. Almost closing time. I guess after all that, it's closing time. Cassava. Yeah, he's not coming back again. Unless, flushed emoji. Oh dear brother, I miss you so much. Okay, there's no way that would fool him. Well, since he's gone, I get to say whatever I want now, don't I? Yes, you were obnoxious, you always had to be the center of attention. Everyone always asked me about my cool older brother, it was annoying as hell. You were too nice, everyone, especially people who didn't deserve it. They all took advantage of your kindness. You never stood up for yourself. Whenever you had a problem, you always pretended like nothing was wrong. You were a total liar. And when you got sick, Even though you knew it meant you were gonna die, you tried to keep us all happy, made jokes out of it. It was a long and terrible battle, but you kept it entertaining until you couldn't anymore. I was really angry with you for fooling me into thinking you somehow keep living forever, for dying when no one was around, leaving us with all these questions. You were the whole reason I chose to study medicine. I never told you that, but you probably knew. I'm glad you left me this money to start my business. I can never repay you, but I can keep making medicine and helping people, so keep watching over me from the afterlife, okay? Rather, alright. Is there more? 50? There's more! Okay. Now let's start with the harder ones first, I guess. I have to keep going, as it turns out. Because it's hard to, think of topics out of thin air. And just talk to myself like a crazy person, you know? It's difficult. It's the most difficult thing in the world. Maybe not. New. Almost done with the drowsy campanula. So again, we need 50 of each, by the way. I think that's correct. I'm not crazy, am I? Just count. So that's 48, 49, 50. So now all we need is tea camellia. You know? I just do the easy one last. I'm always that type of person, I guess. I always save the best for last. Of everything, really. Like food and like playing video games or doing anything, you know. I always save whatever. Either whatever is easiest or whatever is what I like doing the best. I always save for last. I guess I'm just that type of person. I wonder if there's a correlation with the type of personality you have. And saving, for example, if you have a meal or whatever, and then you save the best piece, the main dish for last or whatever, I don't know, I was talking about sushi, it's maybe a big piece of salmon or something, I just kind of eat that last if I have a meal or whatever. Instead of eating it first, because I know some people just eat it first. I always find that blasphemous. To eat something that tastes good, at least tastes the best, right out of the bat, and just eat that first. Instead of eating the side dishes first. I mean, I'm Asian, so I always eat rice with everything. But I don't save the rice for last. Oh, a little bit. I say I eat it together, but like veggies, for example. I always eat the veggies first, actually. I don't like veggies usually. At least it's not the best tasting thing in the meal, so I always eat the veggies first, and then I save the delicious part last. But anyway, I was just wondering if there's a correlation between the type of people who eat the delicious thing first and just save the veggies for last. I find that kind of weird, but anyway, it's not very satisfying at the end of the meal. All right, anyway, I got all the plants, and it's time apparently. All right, it's time. Shop's closed for the day, made all my arrangements. Now all that's left is to call Ma. Hello? Hey, Ma. Oh, Astra, it's good that you called. I wanted to apologize. Huh? Apologize for what? I've been so pushy, asking you to come home over and over again while you're trying to treat the sick. I feel so selfish. Ma, you don't have to apologize for that. You were right from the start. I was just using all that as an excuse. You admit it? You didn't want to come and see me, then you're just like your cousins. No, I did want to see you. That's why I keep calling. Ugh, we all used to be so much closer as a family. I don't understand what happened. I thought if I could arrange a lovely holiday and lure you all into a magnificent feast, we could all go back to the way things used to be. And that's the thing, Ma. I don't think that's possible, now without Cass. Hearing you say out loud, of course that's true. Of course it can never be the same. I've been thinking, since the day you brought him up again, that maybe it's been too hard for everyone, trying to avoid the subject year after year, because I never had the courage to face it. It's driven our family apart, hasn't it? Cass will be devastated. And it's not your fault, Ma. It was too hard for everyone, like you said. Coming home has always been so painful. Everywhere I look is a space that Cass should be, and he just isn't. How do you think I feel, being here by myself all the time? I miss my children so much. I'm sorry, Ma. I miss you too. Oh, excuse me, I'm just so glad I wasn't alone in thinking these things. I know what you mean. This whole time I was worried I have so much to explain. I thought there was going to be a much longer conversation. I may not be a doctor, but I'm just as sharp as you. Don't underestimate your mother. I know. Where else could I have gotten it from? I need tissues. Hang on just a second. Astra? I'm still here, Ma. Thank you for calling. Maybe we can arrange something around your cousins after New Year pity party they're insisting on. Nah, I want to come home and spend the holidays with you and Dad. Are you sure? You might be the only one who could convince that man to take time off from his work. I'll tell Auntie Emma if I'm coming too. Maybe I can change everyone's mind. No, after how they all treated me, they don't deserve my holiday feast. Their servings will all go to you. That's a lot of calories. I can't eat that much, Ma. You won't be able to resist. Come home quickly so you can help me prepare everything in time. You're putting me to work. I thought you said I was going to get pampered. That offer is rescinded. There's too much to do anyway. You better start packing your bags right away. Alright. See you soon. Alright. The end. There you go. Still a wholesome ending. You know, it covers some dark topics, I guess, but it's like a sweet game overall. You know? So, you know, we kind of cover like, you know, her brother and everything, and like, I guess a little bit of Periwinkle. You know, how they met before Starry Flowers. A bit of Vinegar as well. I do wonder, well, I don't know. I guess there's a gap, but if I'm not mistaken, and this could be, I could simply be mistaken, and I'm making a huge assumption, but I do believe Vinegar survives. Vinegar does appear later on, I believe in the Spooky Soiree, you know, in Naminami's other game, and she's like a zombie, right? Am I just making that up? I could be making that up, but you know, I guess we kind of know how her story ends. Maybe if I'm right, you know, if you played Naminami's other games, yeah, you know, kind of interesting. You know, how they tie in the whole like. I guess, yeah, it's just, you know, kind of sad when you think about it, but, you know, the whole, like, undeaf thing is kind of like, you know, a parallel for, like, how disease affects, like, a whole family and, like, you know, and how that, you know, kind of, like, touches other people, I guess, if that makes sense, you know, how, like, all that kind of thing just kind of, like, affects people in many different ways. But anyway, the gameplay itself, though, I mean, very much like Clicky Clicker. I'll be honest, not the thing I like the most, you know, because it's like very basic. You know? It's like very basic clicker, and there's a lot of downtime, which I mean, I don't know. For me, it just made me want to fill in the dead air. So maybe that's why. So it's not meant to be played that way. I feel like if you just play on your own and you have some time to spare, like you're supposed to just not, you know, just talk over the gameplay and just relax, you know, not think about much. But like, you know, as me recording the gameplay, I have to like not do that, you know. I can't just have silence the whole time, unless you're doing like a no commentary gameplay, I guess, or something like that. I don't know, but you know, I just felt like compelled to like fill in dead air and just ramble a whole bunch, which is not exactly a bad thing. I feel like that's the whole point of a lot of other people's like channels, you know, to ramble a whole bunch. I don't know. I feel like I'm not the best at it. Anyway, but you know, it was overall fun. I mean, just in general. Okay. So I mean, we already, you know, the story is pretty straightforward and everything, right? So I already went over that, and you know, again, like I feel like the main like theme here is kind of like, you know, I guess, I mean, it says in the store page, it's about healing, right? It's about like overcoming trauma and like, you know, and just in general, like connecting with other people. And you know, it's funny because Astra is all about like not connecting with other people, but I feel like the stories are kind of about that, you know. I guess part of it is maybe, I don't know, I mean, it's kind of like cliche, I guess, but like, well, not cliche, but rather common, is that the reason why she doesn't want to be attached to people is because she lost her brother and everything recently, so that's why she feels so hesitant about making new connections, right? I mean, the only thing I would say, I kind of wish I kind of wish Vinegar actually would have talked to Astra one more time, you know, would have been nice. see in the epilogue, they ended up just being avoiding each other. I mean, maybe that's kind of the joke, but I don't know. I wish they actually did like hang out together a little bit more at the end there, something more conclusive. But oh well, I guess that's not the point. Anyway, but yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I mean, let me just say in general though. So about the game itself, yeah, I mean, it's a Nom Nom Nami game. The art is very cute. The UI is I think really good. I mean, just in general, I feel like Nom Nom Nami has a lot of experience in making like these little games, so there's not much to complain about really. I think it's just very good, very unique in terms of its like the way it's designed and everything. And again, the only criticism I would have is that the gameplay itself. Just thinking back to a lot of Nom Nom Nami games, I feel like their strength is like story, right? It's like a narrative usually, or like exploring. You know, like I know like on Lonely Wolf Treat or whatever, that game series is all just about walking around, kind of like an RPG, kind of like a walking simulator, really. But like it's just interesting to explore the world and everything. But the gameplay though, I don't know about the gameplay. The gameplay is really basic, but because it's basic, I wish there was more to do. You know, it's kind of like, especially near the end, it's just a lot of like, I don't know. Again, it depends on how you play this game, I guess. But I feel like for me anyway, it kind of felt like a lot of wasted time, and I wish I could be doing something else, or like, not something else entirely, rather, but like another task. She even mentioned like multitasking, so I wish there was like maybe like another thing on top of like the whole growing the plants thing to do at the same time. I don't know, something to add to make the gameplay a little bit more engaging, because by itself is like, again, very basic, and I felt like it dragged on a little bit too long near the end. I mean, I guess you don't have to like do the epilogue, because I feel like the epilogues are where it gets. And then I guess a car went vroom vroom, in front of my house. Anyway, what was I saying? Got distracted. But yeah, you don't have to get the epilogues technically, right? You don't have to go to the extreme. It's not even extreme, but you don't have to complete everything necessarily. But I'm compelled to, right? I feel that most players would anyway. So I don't know. I'm of the mind where if you expect the player to complete your game anyway, you might as well make that experience as painless as possible, So like, I kind of wish there was a bit more to the gameplay. Like, I don't know. Again, I'm of the opinion, like, if you're gonna have gameplay in like a story kind of focused game, I wish it was more intertwined with the actual story. I mean, it is, I guess, because the whole like growing the plants thing, I guess it kind of is. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a developer, I guess. I don't know what I would have done instead, I guess. But I don't know, I just wish it was more engaging. That's all I have to say. It's not like a bad thing. I feel like it's very subjective as well, because again, like maybe if you just play it on your own, and the whole point is that you're supposed to just turn off your brain and not talk all the time. It's like maybe it is more relaxing that way. You don't have to like think about it, and you just mindlessly just click on things, right? I think that's the point. But I don't know. Again, if that's the point, then I wish there was a little bit more, in terms of like just clicking on things. It doesn't even have to be useful. I just want to click on something, not just wait, right? I don't want to be passive. I want to be active. I just want to click on stuff. Maybe the customers don't appear as fast as I want it to, or something. But I don't know. I just want to click on something else. I don't know. It's like, what would Astra do? I'm just thinking like beyond just like growing plants, right? Like, I mean, there's the mortar and pestle that I always saw her using in the animation, right? So maybe like making medicine, like making the actual medicine would be kind of cool, like a little mini game at the same time. So again, it would feel like you were juggling a bunch of things at once, but it wouldn't feel like too stressful as long as there's like, there's no time limit or anything. You would just do everything all at once at your own pace, right? But anyway, but yeah, and I guess that's the only thing. I wish there was more interactive things in the actual gameplay. But yeah, again, very subjective. That's just my opinion. Yeah, everything else about the game is kind of cool. I did mention it before, but like I like the little animations as well. Little animations are really nice. It's not much, but it adds a lot. I feel like makes it makes it nice to look at. Makes it feel more. I don't know. It makes it feel more cohesive, I guess, if that makes sense, right? More professional, basically. To have like little animations like that makes it feel more unique. Anyway. But yeah, besides that, it's just a kind of like a nice little, like, kind of like bittersweet kind of game, which is not too bad, actually. I was going in thinking I might have not liked it because it might have been like too, I don't know, boring, I guess. That's my impression of it, to be honest. I thought it might be a little bit boring, but it's just not too bad. I actually got engaged with the characters and everything. I found the characters engaging, so they were interesting enough. So it wasn't actually all that boring, really, at all. The only boring part was definitely, in fact, the only boring part was actually not being able to, like, read the story, right? So it was just waiting around, right? That's the only time I felt like it was kind of boring, when you don't have anything to do, Again, very subjective. Maybe that's just the type of person I am, and also maybe because I'm recording gameplay. So anyway, I'm going around in circles. I think that's enough about this game. So yeah, that was it for Astra's Garden. I guess if you're on YouTube, you didn't know, I stream these games live on Twitch, so check me out over there if you're interested. I also have other playthroughs in the channel, so you can look for those if you want. I mean, I played plenty of other of Nom Nom Nami's games, so definitely check it out if you can. I have like a whole playlist, I think. I think technically as well, if you didn't already know, I mentioned it multiple times, but this is a prequel to something called Starry Flowers, which is a different kind of story, to be honest. It's much more horny. I kind of regret playing it, to be honest, of how horny it was, but it was a thing. Technically, it was this is a prequel to that. Anyway, but yeah, I guess thanks for watching. Until next time, see you then.